Soon after, the Special Support Section contacted Arc-en-Ciel and figured out their plans for security at the preview performance. It was decided that Lloyd and Ellie would take care of the theater's interior, keeping an eye out for any suspicious individuals or happenings. And as for Randy and Theo, they would be stationed outside of the theater, conducting surveillance. Finally, on the day of the preview performance, even Mayor McDowell came to watch the performance. Oh, I guess I do remember him saying he'd support the new production to the best of his ability. That's right. Grandfather's always been a big fan of Arc-en-Ciel. I'm sure he's looking forward to your debut this year. I hope I can live up to his expectations. But more importantly, do you really think something's going to happen? Like that Yin person said? We can't be sure. Still, I think there's a good chance of it. Fortunately for us, the First Division will be keeping watch, so no matter what, Ilya should be safe. That's a relief. Was it really for the best not to tell Ilya what happened though? I think the troop leader is worried too. No, it's okay. All I want is for Ilya to shine like the star she is tonight, without any unnecessary worries dragging her down. That's what that's what all of us here at Arc-en-Ciel want. You really admire Ilya, don't you? May I ask why? Well, she aggressively recruited me into the troop. But even so, I was happy she wanted me to join her. After all, until I came to Crossbell, I had only ever walked a path that was decided for me. The first time I saw one of her performances, I was positively charmed. I had never seen someone so perfectly in their element, someone shining so brightly it was blinding. She was just like the sun, just as brilliant and unreachable. Maybe that's why I ended up admiring her. But she's not unreachable, is she? You play the role of a moon princess for this production. And sure, maybe the moon does borrow its light from the sun. But even though I haven't seen many plays, I can tell that both your performances are superb in their own ways. I know you'll shine brightly one day, and it'll be entirely by your own merit. You think so? Definitely, and I'm sure that's the reason why Ilya recruited you in the first place. We hit the barrier in this case, but we still managed to get this far. We intend to see it through to the end, so we want you to tackle this show with everything you got, Wisha. I will. Well, it's time for me to go. Lloyd, Ellie, good luck you two. Thanks. Break a leg, Wisha. Well then, do you think we should stand by somewhere else until they start? What's wrong? I don't know what I expected. I swear, will you ever learn to be self-aware, or will you always be this painfully dense? Wait, what? Never mind, forget I said anything. You went and made a promise to Wisha, so there's no backing out now. Let's solve this case, no matter what, okay? Of course. We apologize for the delay. The audience just with so clearly being a picture, yeah? This is all flat 2D images. Has no depth to these characters. The curtains will now rise for Archon Steel's breathtaking reproduction. Golden Sun, Silver Moon. Please enjoy the show. The land of Ra, an ancient kingdom that prospered under the blessing and love of a goddess. Ever since the birth of Ra, the decision of who was to rule the country was held in the hands of soaring dancers, known as princesses. These princesses, entrusted with the will of a goddess, brought to light the true righteous ruler of Ra by competing at the Star Sanctuary. However, ulterior motives lie in wait, leading influential figures to support different princesses, treating the holy ceremony as a trivial game. At that time, the Sun Princess, renowned as the greatest dancer of their era, arrived at the Star Sanctuary. It must have started. The crowd is already going wild. All that practice must have paid off. I wish I could have been able to watch it too. I'm jealous of a first division. Well, I can't imagine it's easy for them to focus on security while such an amazing play is being performed. I know I'd have trouble tearing my eyes away from the stage. You may be right. Shall we start patrolling the theater then? Let's stay out of the first division's line of sight and only peek in at the audience from time to time. Good call. It's Lloyd. Can you guys hear me? Loud and clear. Has it commenced then? Yeah, we're about to start patrolling the inside of the theater. You two keep a close watch on the perimeter. Roger. Zeit has graciously offered his assistance. Sure, we'll be fine. How generous of him. I'll give you a call if we spot anyone fishy. Don't let the play distract you. Wouldn't want you guys to get caught by the first division, you know. You don't have to worry about that. Let's get started, Ellie. First, let's check in with the staff and see if they've noticed anything out of the ordinary. Understood. All performers have headed on backstage. It's time for the real show to begin. All I can do is pray for their success. I suppose it couldn't hurt to tidy up their dressing rooms for them too. And the first division's been stationed backstage. We can leave this area to them. We should focus on patrolling the interior of a theater instead. The performance has begun without incident. Everything is going smoothly. No suspicious individuals has been spotted either. Hopefully we can relax now. I've been keeping a close eye out for anything suspicious. However, our guest is entirely comprised of people we personally invited. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Hopefully we can relax for now. And so the performance begins. I truly hope this evening goes by without incident. Everything looks alright so far. Man, Ilya is incredible. I mean, I already knew she was, but this is just... wow. I completely agree. We should look elsewhere. If we continue to watch, we may end up staying for the entire play. Yeah, you're probably right. Everything looks good in those S section seats. Honestly, I doubt we have anything to worry about with Dudley in there. You're right about that. Let's head to the next area. This is the box seating for VIPs. Will everything be alright with only one officer keeping watch? At least Ernest is in there to protect grandfather. If anything were to happen, I'm sure he could take care of it. That's true. Right. So far... applause? That must mean... yes, it seems like the first act is over. Thus, the Sun Princess, supported by the mighty Tribe of Light, found herself opposed by another competitor. A new princess answered the call and entered the celestial ceremony. She was known as the Moon Princess. Backed by the Tribe of Night, her appearance heralded a split in the forces of Ra. Sounds like the second act has started. Risha is giving it her all. She sure is. The debut scene had the loudest applause yet. Shall we make another round, Lloyd? Definitely. We finally made it to the second act. It's time for Risha's debut. I'm sure she'll do spectacularly. Her talent has been given Ilya's stamp of approval after all. I've been watching her doing practice for so long, even I'm starting to feel nervous. Thank you for patrolling the premises. We're in the second act of the play now. Good. Everything is proceeding as smoothly as we had hoped. What a great success. I'm excited to begin the public performances. Well, what do we have here? Hiding pastries again, are we? Will you ever learn, plea? Nothing wrong here. Ilya is one thing, but Risha is just as amazing. Agreed. She brings her own unique style of dancing to the performance. When she moves, she really has the air of a moon princess, bathed in silver light. This side looks good, but I think the officer assigned here has gotten a little preoccupied. We are in the middle of an Arc-en-Ciel play. Everyone's bound to be captivated. Yeah, but considering he's the only one here, well, I guess he has a nest, right? Nothing unusual here. Wow, Dudley must have a remarkable amount of focus. He's got a full view of the stage, yet he's completely unfazed. Yet another example of his iron will. And that's the end of the second act. The crowd just can't get enough. Was it simply a whim of a goddess? Or perhaps a bit of mischief? To her surprise, the Sun Princess learned that the Moon Princess was not a stranger, but her younger sister, separated from her at a tender age. Unaware of this revelation, the Moon Princess faced her sister with a cold, hostile spirit. The distraught Sun Princess, concealing her true identity with a gown and a mask of white, beckoned the Moon Princess to the forest ruins. The very same ruins the two sisters once frolicked through in their youth. A secret place, known only to the two, where they could dance and play under the thick forest canopy. The third act is where things usually start turning around for the protagonists, right? The audience seems to be eating it up. I know I am. It's rare to see a play this marvelous. I can't imagine it getting any better. Now, if only it would end without incident. Yeah, I sure hope so too. Even if it means we don't catch the culprit, it would be for the best. It has been an exciting performance. I'm delighted that our guests appear to be enjoying themselves. I haven't noticed anything strange. No one has been allowed to enter through the front door since the play began. Did that Yin end up getting cold feet? The first division's on the lookout after all. I thought I heard a loud thud coming from the dressing room earlier. It was probably just my imagination. Am I starting to hear things? Okay. A thud? Like... someone breaking in, maybe? Or breaking out? Nothing suspicious here. The officer aside, it looks like a nest is paying real close attention to the perimeter. He's always looking out for grandfather's safety. Looks like Dudley is interested in the play after all. Even so, I can tell he's still scanning the area for threats. I can hardly blame him. I bet there isn't a soul in all of Zemuria that Archon's performances couldn't captivate. Oh wait, I haven't looked in the center yet. Seems like the story just pulled out one heck of a twist. Right? Who could have guessed that the two princesses would be sisters? And where will the plot take us next? No, we have to resist. Sorry, it's just too compelling. We should focus on patrolling. That's the end of the third act. Now the final act begins. The princesses learned of a dreadful conspiracy that drove them apart in their youth. Despite discovering the sad truth, they could not turn away from the inevitable clash. Because, after all, they were princesses. Only one of them could become the Shrine Princess, carrying the will of a goddess on her shoulders. As though this was not enough, they even fell in love with the same man. Their strong affection for one another was constantly torn apart by the cruel whims of the world. Their complex feelings ignited into a burning rivalry, fueled by their compassion and understanding of each other. With these emotions swirling wildly in their hearts, they traveled to the Star Sanctuary, ready for the fated ceremony. Thank Adius.
どうやら
It looks like the play is going to wrap up incident 3.
そうだな
And we didn't even notice anything suspicious during our patrol either. Well, except for that fart noise or something? The lady hot in the dressing room? Lloyd, Ellie. What's going on? Is something wrong? Well, you see, one of the attendees have been behaving unusually for a while now. And we only just realized she's not on our guest list. What? Where is she? Up the stairs on the right, in the back. It seems that she's peeking in on the S-section seats. Got it. We go check it out right away. Stay here and wait for us to return, sir. Of course. Ah, suspicious person? You gotta be kidding me. No time to waste. No way. Is that who I think it is? Grace. Oh, darn it. Why did Dudley have to pick this spot to patrol? This was a perfect place to wait for my big scoop, and he is ruining it. As soon as I start going to town with my camera, he'll catch me for sure. Hey, Grace. Well, Light! And Ellie too? What in the world are you guys doing here? We could ask you the same question. What are you doing here, Grace? You're not on the guest list, are you? Nope, but I have my reasons. I may have snuck in here with a little trick of mine. Which was what exactly? Keep this a secret, will you? Long story short, I slipped into the cleaning crew and voila! Exclusive access. Are you kidding me? Why did you have to go that far? Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, all the freaking press tickets got snatched up by the other CNS journalists. I just had to take a peek at the previous show, but I was following another story at the time. What was I supposed to do? Not watch it? That still doesn't make it right or legal. You're a real troublemaker, you know that? Come on, guys, we're all friends here. How about we go watch the rest of the play? It's finally reaching a long-awaited climax after all. If we don't see it, we may regret it for the rest of our lives. You could have just waited for a public show like a normal person. Besides, are you sure that's your only reason for sneaking in? You're not the one who sent a threat letter, are you? Threat letter? What the heck are you going on about? Hold on, I thought it was kinda strange to see Dudley and his pals patrolling the theater. Oh, it has to do with this letter you mentioned, right? I don't think she's our culprit, Lloyd. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. I doubt even Grace would take things that far. Even me? How rude. Is that really what you think of me? Says a woman who decided to sneak into a private performance for a big scoop. Oh, it reminds me. You mentioned that you are following another story, right? What's it about? My lips are sealed. Wait a second. Is the First Division here because they're keeping tabs on him? Darn, I thought I was the only one that picked up on it. Him? Are you referring to Yin? The heck's a Yin? Does that have something to do with a threat letter you're freaking out about? Forget about it. Listen up, Grace. I'm going to need you to tell me everything you know. If you don't, we'll have to take you in for trespassing. Whoa, Lloyd, isn't that a bit cruel? You and I are buddies, right? Sure, but what we need now is some sort of clue, no matter how small it is. So please, Grace, tell us. Fine, fine. I guess you're serious about this. I'll spill the beans, but are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Ellie? Why would we not? Is there something wrong with me being here? Well, okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. The school I've been chasing involves a dark rumor about the mayor's secretary. What? You can't be serious. I think his name is... Honest? Either way, he's extremely dangerous with a capital D. He's supposedly been secretly embezzling funds from a mayor's office. And here's the kicker. He's been covertly scheming with the Imperial faction Diet members. Rumor is that he's trying to off the mayor. Personally, I think that's a bit too far-fetched, though. Hey, Lloyd? If grandfather were to be killed under these circumstances, the culprit could easily slip out during all the commotion, so long as no one witnessed the crime in action. That's it. That's his plan. What? Where are you going? Hurry, 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 hurry. No. What? Is this the police officer who's watching the box? You. What the hell are you doing here? What? We'll talk later. Ellie, we're going in. Let's hurry. Oh, don't you dare! Damn! Grandfather! Damn it, he has a gun! What the hell is this? Who would have thought that you'd show up in a place like this? Another cruel twist of fate, courtesy of a goddess. Honest? Why? Why do all this? You are always there to support grandfather, so why? We're cut from the same cloth, Ellie. I'm just as fed up with Crossbow's sick situation as you are. But in the end, the only path we have toward change involves constantly bending to the whims of those more powerful than us. That is why I had to act. So that's the reason you impersonated Yin and sent the threat letter to Ilya. You made us believe that Yin was behind everything, all while plotting the mayor's assassination from the shadows. Damn it, so that's what was really going on. Have you enjoyed playing this game of yours? You may be the first division, but in the end, you're just a 2-bit detective. Be it Ravage, hey, you are even the real Yin if he actually exists. Then nothing more than puppets dancing in the palm of my hand. Don't move. Put the gun down, slowly. You can still get off with attempted murder. Don't take it any further. Don't take it any further. Isn't that my line? The life of this old naive man. The mayor of Crossbow State. I could end it with one swift pull of his trigger. Please stop it. Surely you don't want our dear Ellie to witness the moment her grandfather's life comes to a violent end, right? So how about you righteous fools line up on the wall there and clear a path for me? What are you trying to pull? Even if you make it out of this theater, there's nowhere in Crossbow for you to run to. Shut it! Do as I say! Bastard!
いいだろう。
Good, you have ears after all.
それでは返して
Now,
や
to hold
る。
up my end of a deal. Grandfather!
待て
Hold it!
逃がすか。
You won't escape! He's fast. How's he moving so quickly?
ランディティオ
Randy, Tio, brace yourself. Mayor McDowell's secretary is heading your way. He is our man. Take him down. Huh? Oh, we'll get him. Honest? Very well then.
それ
甘いっての。
Where do you think you're going?
どうやら一連の事件
This man is a true culprit behind this case.
ランディティオよかった
Oh, thank goodness you guys managed to catch him.
ああ。
Yeah, it was lights out for him as soon as I saw him pull out the gun.
あ
Good call.
あそれでいいよ
それで
Better sight.
どうして
Why are you
ロ
with
イドさん
Mr.
は
Glasses
一家の
wearing
メガネ
dick?
スーツさんと
Excuse me? I do hope you mean detective by that.
お前たち。
Explain yourselves now. What's the meaning of all of this? You've even brought backup. What exactly were you planning?
それは
Well, you see...
な
The hell?
まだ動けた
You
のか
can still move? As if I could be taken down so easily.
私は。
I will be...
私は次期
I will be the next mayor.
ハルトマン議長の後ろ盾があ
With
れば
Speaker Hartman on my
次の
side,
市長選を
the next election will be a landslide. Zeit! Is that the wolf?
狼か。
お手柄ですね
Well done, Zeit.
やれやれ。
Oh man, come on, the spotlight's being hogged by a literal glory hound.
独り占めは私よ
Nuh-uh, this spotlight is all mine.
いつの
Where
間
did
に
she come from?
油断も隙もないです
We can never let our guard down. What's going on here? It's like a damn circus all of a sudden. Unhand me at once. I'll definitely be.
私は絶対に。絶対に。
I'll be the next mayor. Doubtful. No, even if he had escaped with him known as the culprit, he wouldn't be running for mayor. And his political allies would have turned away very quickly. And he should know that. That was amazing. I'm thoroughly impressed as well. Grandfather? You're already awake. Thank Adius. Yes, I'm perfectly fine, Ellie.
大変なことが。
What just happened was deeply unfortunate. But there will be time to address it later. I still intend to watch this performance to the end.
それが。
Out of respect to the wonderful people of Arconsiel.
私。
Grandfather,
もったいないよ。
your honor, sir. Okay, but I end the episode here and we continue right here with a news article next time. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.